Hey everybody, welcome back to the brewery. My name's Adam and this is Adam Makes Beer, and today we are dry hopping. I'm going to show you the process that we use for this and the equipment that we use, and kind of break down some of the main ideas and main things that I'm trying to accomplish when I'm dry hopping. Obviously, when we're dry hopping, we are really just adding hops later in the fermentation process. For some people, that's during fermentation. Sometimes that's post-fermentation, tail end. Sometimes it's all the way past VDK, past diacetyl, and then cooling it down like we do for a lot of beers. But the main idea is to get hops into the process late in the process, and so you can hold as many of those flavors and aromatics as you can from that hop addition, okay? So you can see right here, we have this awesome little dry hop doser. This holds 11 pounds at a time. You can see I have a 4-inch port that connects directly to my fermenter, and we attach that as we're running the sanitizing CIP when we're getting ready to brew into the tank. And so this little fella, I will leave a cap on this though, so just the top of the port isn't exposed to dust and what have you. And then I attach this hopper here. This hopper is very cool. Boom, boom, it is pressurizable. We've got the heavy lid up here. It's like an 8-inch triclover at the top, I think. It's a sweet little rig. So what I can do is I can pour 11 pounds of hops into this. I can leave this valve open, and there's actually even a pressure gauge on it as well, which is pretty cool. And I can purge this of oxygen or atmosphere, close this, open this valve, and then drop those hops into a sealed tank. It's preventing a few things. It's at least cutting back on oxygen pickup, and because that's like the big enemy toward, any sort of beer that is in fermentation or already has alcohol in it, essentially. Finished beer, anything like that. And then also it's preventing the infamous beer geyser. I've been a part of one myself and it's no fun. So I'm gonna start dry hopping this beer. I'll show you how we do that, talk you through it, and that's that. All right, so my face is gonna be out of this picture periodically, so don't feel unsettled if you can't see the moneymaker. How this works is I have gas running through the front portion of this. Remember, I showed you that at the beginning of the video. I'm gonna pull this top and hand it down to big Josh Halpert. And I'm gonna pour these. He's gonna hand me up my first 11 pounds of hops. We're all gloved up. We try to stay as sanitary as we can. Oh my gosh. Blue hop dust in my eyes. I'm editing it out, maybe. Or maybe that's the content we need, A lesser athlete would have dropped that. Thank you. All right, so we have hops on there. And really at this point I have this nice heavy lid on there, and that purge is just kind of ongoing. And I'll attach the big triclover clamp. And then, from a quality control standpoint, the whole point of this thing is to purge the living heck out of this, right? For me, I do have the gas set at 10 PSI because that is set slightly higher than the gas that is, the head pressure that is in this tank. This tank is a batch of beer that I am dry hopping on the colder side at 58 degrees post-ferment, post-diacetyl rest, or post-passing diacetyl test, I should say as well. But this is the real payoff. I'm here, I'm completely purging this thing out. I'll let it run for a solid 60 seconds, which is probably overkill, but I was just like looking at you through the right, so I'm gonna close this purge valve. And I can see my pressure going up on my gauge. I'm gonna open up. Boom. You can hear those things dropping through. I'll degas this pressurized hop doser. I'm gonna drop the 8-inch clamp. And we're going to do a better job this time with our transportation of hops. Smell nice. Uh-oh. You what? I'm just in the background shaking my head. I'm going to change your face into somebody else's face that's nicer. Should have done this tomorrow when Maggie's visiting. We just should have worked tomorrow instead of today with you. All right, boom. We got that gas running non-stop here. We're purging out up here. And yeah. Now you can also just open this 4-inch, pour hops in and things like that. If you're not in the stage right now where you have equipment like this, like a hop doser, I would suggest that obviously the tank cannot be pressurized when you open up this port to pour your hops in. So it would be, not a pressurized tank, but I would recommend putting some CO2 through your CIP arm in your tank. So at least as you're pouring in, you have some CO2 expressing out of the tank. As always, please be careful. This is a big safety item right here, this hop doser. It's something that I feel really, really fortunate that I can use because quite frankly, from a safety standpoint, it's a huge improvement. If this thing did want to geyser, it can't. So I mean, it's pretty sweet. So yeah. All right, we're gonna close the top so it'll start to pressurize. I'm smiling at you, Josh. Dropping hops. Hey, Amanda. Hello. We're amazing. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. If you feel as if you got any value out of the video, please like and subscribe. There are also other videos that you can watch. They're gonna maybe be over here or over here. Appreciate you watching.